Yo, what's going down? You know who this is, your boy B.O.B, baby, back with another one. Today, we are going to talk about how we're going to open our business checking account. So we're going to talk about what we need, what documents do we need before we have those. So when we go into the bank, we've got everything in line and we can open up our business checking account today on Cakeologi, baby. Okay, so let's get right into it. First and foremost, let's talk about what documents we're gonna need to bring to the bank. That's number one, okay? Before we can think about what bank we're gonna choose, what we're gonna do, how to build the relationship, all of which are super important, we're gonna talk about what do we need to bring, the documents. Number one, your articles of organization from your state. We talked about that, okay? We want to make sure that our business is registered in the state that we're doing business, okay? I'm going to have a link in the description below again to Incfile. It's a company that will take care of it all for you. Pretty cheap too, 49 bucks. So as of this video. And that's number one. We need the articles of organization, okay? Number two, we need our EIN letter from the IRS, all right? That also should match the information that we have on our articles with our state. Everything's matching up, everything's coordinated, you know what I mean? Coordinated. Everything's gotta coordinate. Okay, that's number two. Number three, I always suggest that you have an operating agreement, okay? Because when you go to the bank, nowadays, they're gonna ask you, who has 25% or more interest in the company, okay? Because then those individuals are also responsible and a part of the company, and we have to make sure that when you go and register and get your business bank account, that you're showing in your operating agreement that you have at least that much equity and interest and control in the company, okay? So that's what I really recommend, is take an operating agreement. In that operating agreement, it outlines your ownership, whether it be 100%, 50%, 75%, whatever it is, as well as the others that are involved. So the banker, when they look at it, they know that you have significant authorization and control over that company to open up a business bank account. Alrighty. In addition, number four, and some bankers may ask for it, some may not, but there should be a company resolution. Now, this can be something on, there's templates. I'll put a template also in the description below with all the other information. You know, I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button, commenting, sharing the video, because this is a lot of work and I hope that you're benefiting from the information. So we're gonna have a company resolution that's gonna be signed. If you're the only one in the company, if you're a single member LLC, you're going to sign that. If there's other members involved, let's have them sign it, that you or whomever is going to the bank to open up that account has that power to be able to do so, okay? That the company has had a meeting, they've come to a resolution that you or whomever has the power and has the authority to go into the bank and open up that business bank account, all right? So that's what we need. Let's get those papers in order. And once again, let's make sure everything matches up. All of the addresses, all of the phone numbers, all the individuals involved. I don't want there to be any questions for you guys once you go into the bank where you're fumbling and jumbling and trying to explain things, okay? Because, you know, it's already a situation where you're trying to build a relationship with a financial institution, And the goal here is to build that relationship, be able to get funding, be able to get credit, be able to do the things that we need done to grow our business. That's the goal of all of this. All right. So we don't want to go in there with anything that doesn't make sense, because any red flags we don't need. Okay. We already the flag. So we don't need any more. Okay? So let's go in there prepared. Prepared. There's a lot to say about preparedness. I don't care how much natural talent you might have, but being prepared goes a long way. Prepared, persistent, hungry with that passion, the 3 P's. You know what I mean? Passion, preparedness, and perseverance. So let's get all those things together. Let's have everything sorted before we go and take that step. All of these small things, they can be done quickly. This is not going to require a lot of time to do this, okay? But it is going to require some time. And if we don't have the little bit of time to put in this, how are we going to succeed in the future? How are we going to make sure that our business is functioning and we're doing everything that we need to do on that end as well? Okay, so let's get it together. So now that we have all of our documentation in order, now it's time for us to see what account we want to open and with what institution. Now, depending on where you live, there's a lot of great credit unions that have great business accounts. We're going to be talking more about that in the future, on what banks are doing what for businesses, where we can go and get the funding that we need without a lot of resistance and red tape, from startups all the way to companies that have been in business for a few years even, okay? Remember, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. The longer you've been in business, the longer your company has been registered, the longer we're in the mix and filing our annual reports and doing what we need and filing our taxes, man, it's gonna make it so much easier for us to get the funding that we need in the future. If we have 2 years tax returns, we're good. Good personal credit, good business credit. Oh man, it's wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful, okay, if we're not already there yet. So let's find the right institution, credit union, a bank, check out the fees. Make sure that, if there's a minimum balance you need to keep in the account, what that is. Let's get all of that information and let's go to that institution with our paperwork in hand and everything, and let's open up our first or second, or if you have already, business account. Now, one thing I want to make sure that everyone is clear about, okay? I'm always the believer of you have to have a team. You have to have professionals on your team, okay? So when we're here and we're discussing this, we're discussing it on a broad angle with broader brushstrokes, okay? Brushstrokes. So we want to make sure that we have our team. And what I mean by team, the two most important people on that team is an attorney and an accountant, okay? Between those two people and yourself, we've got the beginnings of our team. Alrighty, so everything that we talk about, I want you to make sure that you talk to your attorney and you talk to your accountant and you guys figure out the right situation for you, your company, and what it is you're trying to accomplish, because that's super important here. All right, we want to have a plan. We want to have a detailed business plan would be great, because you're going to need that in the future. You're going to need it for SBA loans from your credit union or your bank. I know Chase, they want to see a business plan. For sure, SBA, they want to see a business plan. And I'll tell you what, it's not just about them. It's about us getting it together on what it is that we're going to do and writing it down and having a plan to follow. And we can always, alter that plan. The plan can change, but let's have a starting point. And then we can evolve as we go and as our business grows. That's the key. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know, Let me just explain it to you and let you know once and for all. In business, more so than anything, let me take that back. In life, as well as in business, it's all about the relationship. It's all about building that relationship, building that confidence. All right? And the way that you do that is, number one, you start. You can't build something that you haven't even started putting together yet or started planning yet. So when we're building these relationships, it's important that we start right and we stay consistent and persistent. Because those relationships, just like a plant, from seed to flower, we're going to water those relationships. We're going to talk to those relationships. We're going to pet those relationships. It's going to be all right, baby. I'm here, just like you here for me. We're in this together. I want you guys to develop those relationships. Let them know who you are. Have your plan together. Execute that plan. And then, hey, we can call on those relationships when we have all of our paperwork correct. We have our personal credit is great. We're building our business credit. We've got all of the documentation that they need. This is the beauty of the United States of America. We're in the greatest country in the world, baby. Don't ever forget that. I've been around the world and people dying and begging to get here. Cause literally there's gold on the street. You just gotta know how to pick it up. So you know what's up, man. You know what's up, ladies. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, comment below. I'm out here every day, all day, doing the same thing. Grinding. You know what I mean? Taking no prisoners. I'm going all the way in. Even when I'm asleep. Catch you guys next time. You know what's up. You know how we do it. Hit it, Kev.